Okay, long story short, cab corner's welded on, and we welded it on solid. We did all rosette welds across the bottom. This is where we made our little piece and welded it in. I should have put a bead of weld here a little heavier, and then we could shape that corner out of metal. And you can see we've got it welded all the way up in here and through here. And again, you got to go as far as you have to go to make sure that there's no rust on the back side, otherwise it's going to come back and rot out. Now you can barely see it, but plug weld, plug weld, plug weld, and so on. We shaved all the heads off with that grinder, and then we took that and made sure we had a good roll-lock that was sharp and went across until they flattened out. We are going to give that a light skim coat. We're going to have to sand up into here. We're going to fill that. We're going to skim coat this, and then we're going to sand it. And if it ain't perfect, we don't care, but we'll get it real close, so we're happy. Same thing all the way through here. Now here, that's where the paint was all gone from boot rub, and there was a little bit of rust there, so we ground that all down. So after the body work's done and stuff, this will get epoxied, it'll be good. We'll paint up to here, and then we'll cut it down and around. But at the back and whatnot, we're going to tape right below this line, so we're going to come up and over our body work. And well, we'll see. We might go up to the top. It just depends. That's basically just your scuff and shoot stuff. So we'll go to the other side. And we're pretty good. Now I find with these rockers, they always set out a little bit, but the fenders always sit in too. So if you come here, you'll see where if we bring it out to match the door, and we're a little low there. If you come up, we're pretty flush. So that'll run flush. We'll shim that out, and that'll be just fine. We're going to touch up the corner of the door a bit. This side's the same way. Now here you can see where we roll locked across and made it real flat. So that it's not that you can't find the welds, but you want to do it so that it all looks nice and smooth. So it all looks like it was one piece, like the factory. How long will it last, being that this is lapped and plug welded? Well, the rest of the vehicle was done when the truck was built, and everything is lapped and resistance welded or spot welded, and these kind of mimic those. So you can see this side ain't ground flat yet. We cut all the heads off. They're pretty good. We'll grab a fresh roll lock, we'll cut those. It'll take a couple minutes. You can see here how I welded across so we could get that edge, which is what I didn't do on the other side. But we're going to fill this with fiberglass reinforced filler. Same with all this, so it'll be just fine. It'll be fine. That's all welded. Plug welds across the bottom. You can see there's a little deviation right here, but we're going to have to put a bit of filler from here to here, blend that in, and that'll be all right. So basically it takes your truck with rotted out rocker panels, gives you nice rocker panels. We did have to repair the inner structure back here. We just cut a couple inches off by 32 inches long, put 3 plates in, welded it all in. So that took some time. It was an extra half a day on this particular job. Usually with these trucks, people bring them early enough that when it's just the bottom edge that's rusty, the inner structure hasn't had time to go yet. But in the case of this truck, a lot of junk got back here. You know, could be that the first owner that had it, it's a second owner vehicle now, but the first owner might have lived on a back road or a gravel road or something like that. There was a lot of junk in there we cleaned out. We will be giving this truck, after everything's painted and done, we're going to fill the rockers with dripless oil undercoating. And we're going to dilute that a little bit with a little bit of waste oil. Which is synthetic stuff out of my Toyota, so it's technically just clean oil. The reason we're going to do that is because we want to liquefy it a little more so that it runs inside and gets in all the little gaps and crevices. It's going to drip out for a day. It is what it is. We're not going to water it right down. We just want to make sure we thin it out enough that it's going to crawl everywhere. And I found on the older vehicles, you know, I work on a lot of this stuff, right? And what I found is the guys that used waste oil back in the day and then switched to the dripless oil and whatnot, I mean, that stuff really gets in everywhere. Where this truck was well undercoated, but there was clearly nothing inside this rocker. There was a little oil in the inner rockers, but none out here. So there is some rust, and a finer oil is going to get into some of that rust in the, you know, the panels that are further in there. So we will do that. And I mean, technically it's what, end of April? So in the fall, he's going to get this undercoated. We'll make sure we have some rubber plugs so they can fill it with that again. Thanks for watching the videos. Cheers.